named Clear Path. Despite Jace's monthly child support, she wanted to stand on her own, for herself and little Lexi. Besides, she believed in her work, and maybe now could start believing in herself again. But had she remembered to take her meds on time? Spending so much time in court had played havoc with her schedule. She'd like to pop a piece of chocolate for some quick caffeine, but not with everyone watching. She'd had to miss her short afternoon nap. All week she'd had to cut back on her regular jolts of caffeine so she didn't have to run to the bathroom during testimony, and so she could be there for the reading of the verdict. All she needed was to doze off or have a horrible hallucination triggered by all this emotion. Fred kept a firm hold on her arm. No doubt he wanted in on this interview. She wondered if any of these reporters would turn up that having to pay the huge death insurance benefits for Sol Sorrento would have sunk little local lifeboat insurance into the depths of bankruptcy. Her theory was that, desperate to prove the Sorrento family's claim was bogus, Fred had borrowed money to investigate and fight the claim. She'd like to deal with larger, more reputable firms, but she needed to build her bank account. Trailing reporters, they moved down the walk toward a patch of grass near the 4-story parking garage. Claire noted the lead lawyer for Sorrento, Nick Markwood, walked away from his group and made straight for her, his suit jacket slung over one arm, his shirt blinding white in the sun. The man had been amazing in court, forceful, clever. She knew he wasn't used to losing. Was he going to shove his way in here to make his point in the interview? His law firm was a force around here, powerfully promoted on billboards and through TV spots. But with his looks and voice, she supposed he could usually sell anyone on anything. He was a commanding figure, tall and tanned with a sculpted face and physique, maybe 40, going silver at the temples, which matched his steely eyes. She'd had plenty of time to study him, and she had to admit she'd enjoyed watching him work and psyching him out when he spoke in that deep, commanding voice. "So," the first reporter, a blonde woman with a Live at 5 cameraman, was saying, "what other hints besides verb tense that his family was lying? A lot of our readers might not get that." As I testified, besides verbal cues, I rely on body language, the closed, defensive look liars often use with legs and arms crossed, Claire explained. "If you mention my website, here's my card. You'll find my list of other signs that can suggest a witness, acquaintance, or family member is lying. I also—" A loud crack slammed through the noise. People stopped and looked around and up. Fred let go of her arm and stepped away. Someone screamed, "Gun! Gun!" People scattered, ducked, shouted. A voice screamed, "Oh, he's been hit!" A second shot, a breaking of the sky. Pain, searing pain in her arm, her body, somewhere. Had she fallen into a fire? Was this a narcoleptic nightmare? She fell back onto the green sea with royal palms swaying overhead, and she was with Jace and Lexi. At the beach by the pier. But the sun burned her skin, her arm. "Call 911!" someone shouted. A man's deep voice, maybe Jace. But he was flying from LA to Singapore now. No, not Jace, bending over her, wrapping his necktie around her upper arm, then pressing his hand hard against her. It was that lawyer, that man who had studied and glared at her when she testified, the one who had cross-examined her, the one who had almost made her doubt her own words. Nick Markwood, still watching her, what she said, her mouth, that mouth. She screamed. "Don't move," he said. "You've been shot. I know I'm hurting you, but I have to stop the bleeding. Lie still. Help is coming." "Is there a doctor here?" he yelled. More screaming. Not hers. Maybe sirens coming closer. Strobe lights. Or was that the sun? Someone shouted, "Is anyone else down?" Down? They couldn't keep her down. Never. But red sunset blood shone from the man's shirt sleeves, his hands. Hands on her. Someone cried, "I think the insurance guy's dead. Did anyone see who shot them?" "From the parking garage. Didn't see him. One cop car..."